Mr.
Gentlewoman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I urge support of H.R. 1435 from the Energy and Commerce Committee member, my colleague, Dr. John Joyce. For more than a century, the internal combustion engine has allowed people to increase their mobility and raise their standard of living. Restrictive government mandates isn't how we're going to lead the next 100 years. Yet that's what EPA and California are trying to do by mandating that new vehicles sold in the state be electric. 17 other states are ready to follow suit if the EPA approves the recent waiver request from California. The reality is gas-powered cars are much less expensive than EVs and continue to outperform them in range, towing capacity, and their ability to operate in severe weather conditions. Studies have also warned that a rushed EV expansion could overwhelm our electric grid. In California, Governor Newsom has resorted to asking people not to charge their EVs during blackouts. And EVs currently make up just 4% of the vehicles in his state. The decision to choose should apply across the board, whether that's for gas-powered, EVs, or hybrid. H.R. 1435 prevents EPA from granting California a waiver to limit the sale or use of new gas-powered cars. It's vital that we stop this effort to force an electricity transition on Americans, especially when you consider how China dominates the industry, supply chains, and has even taken steps to build its own electric vehicle foothold in Mexico, specifically so it can access the U.S. market. We need to focus on ensuring access to affordable, reliable transportation and ensuring our electric grid is dependable so people can keep their lights on, keep going to the store to get their groceries, stay warm, and live their lives. Protecting people's way of life and their ability to provide for their families is the fundamental goal of this bill. I urge my colleagues to vote yes, and I reserve the balance of my time.
Happy New Year's, friends. I have breaking news to share with you today. New important information has been announced, and millions of Americans in these select states are set to see huge tax cuts this year. Many will be able to receive bigger tax rebates and refund checks. These could be worth thousands of dollars. My dearest friends, please do me the biggest favor and watch until the end of this video. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. According to Fox News, a number of U.S. states are lowering income taxes this year, putting more money into millions of Americans' pockets. This is as many continue to grapple with stubborn inflation. The Tax Foundation, which is a nonpartisan group that lobbies for lower taxes, has confirmed that at least 12 states will reduce taxes for residents in some form this year. At the start of January, the top individual income tax rate in the state of Arkansas fell to 4.4%, which is down from 4.9% the previous year. The change accelerates rate reductions that originally were scheduled to begin in the 2025 tax year. Connecticut will deliver some relief to taxpayers this year, cutting its 3% individual income tax bracket to 2%. And reducing its 5% bracket to 4.5%. However, the relief does not apply to individuals earning $150,000 a year or more, or married couples earning $300,000 or more. The state of Georgia will join several other states that have either adopted or are considering a flat tax rate. The state will eliminate its 6 individual income tax rates in favor of a flat tax rate of 5.49% under legislation signed by Governor Brian Kemp in 2022. The state of Indiana will also accelerate its previously enacted tax rate cuts in 2024, trimming individual income tax rates from 3.15% to 3.05%. Many experts have noted that Oregon taxpayers will see a $5.61 billion kicker refund next year, which by far is the largest amount ever returned under the state's unique law. State economists in Oregon confirmed the eye-popping payment on Wednesday during their latest quarterly state revenue forecast, with tax receipts for the 2021 to 2023 budget cycle now set in stone. So is the amount heading out the doors once taxpayers filed this year. First enacted in 1979, the kicker law was designed as a way to wrangle state spending. When actual revenues from personal income taxes and other non-corporate sources come in at least 2% higher than the forecast amount used, whenever actual revenues from personal income taxes and other non-corporate sources come in at least 2% higher than the forecast amount used, taxpayers get all the excess cash back in the form of a credit. The former record amount returned to taxpayers, which was $1.9 billion, came in last year. Now the state of Oregon is set to send back nearly 3 times as much after tax receipts pass economists' expectations. According to the state, the median Oregon taxpayer with an income between $35,000 and $40,000 a year will receive an estimated $980 back. Also, friends, according to Bloomberg News, the number of electric vehicle models which are eligible for a consumer tax credit of as much as $7,500 fell sharply. This is because new rules from the Biden administration kicked in on January 1st. A stricter criteria reduced the number of qualifying models to 13, from about 24. The new rules exclude from the tax credit vehicles that use battery components made by manufacturers in China. The U.S. Department spokeswoman said the government has been closely coordinating with companies on the new restrictions, but that some companies had yet to submit data, which could lead to additions to the list. She also said automakers are adjusting their supply chains to ensure buyers continue to be eligible for the new clean vehicle credit, partnering with allies and bring jobs and investment back to the United States. Treasury Department rules unveiled last month target battery components made by any company that is subject to Chinese jurisdiction or is at least 25% owned by the Chinese government. In 2025, the restrictions will expand to include suppliers of key raw materials for batteries, such as lithium and nickel. So depending on factors such as a battery component and part manufacturing location, electric vehicles can either qualify for a $7,500 or $3,750 tax credit. These new requirements were included in President Biden's signature climate law at the instruction of Senator Joe Manchin, the West Virginia Democrat who provided the pivotal vote on the Inflation Reduction Act. Senator Manchin had voiced concerns that U.S. taxpayers were subsidizing batteries made in China. Well, my great and beautiful friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video. My dear friends, thank you very much for being part of this community. Every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter this Friday's giveaway, all you need to do, friends, is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.